Yes, indeed. We're back again. I appreciate you guys for tuning in again to another video. Just like you saw right there in the caption, we'll talk about that momentarily. We'll talk about that momentarily. But hey, before we do that, do me a pinche paro. That's all I ask, cabron, is there's that like button right there, or there's a chinga tu madre for the weirdos, the haters, the ones that live in their mom's basement, todos más allá that just hate that your boy's breathing air. Well, there's a chinga tu madre. You can go ahead and hit that button right there. Hey, I promise I got thick skin. No, no, serio, serio pedo, especially right here on Chicano Street, all right? So again, welcome again. Another episode of Chicano Tube. You already know what it is. The brown is Pinchi, beautiful channel. And we're going to talk about exactly what is on that caption because, well, let me give a little bit of a backstory right here. There's not too many cabrones that are on the internet that can put something together as far as a show is concerned, right? A lot of years in USA boxing, a lot of coaches, a lot of people that I know. I've been so fortunate and blessed to have great relationships where once I pick up the phone, and no matter what city it's in, anywhere from national city to the Oregon border, your boy has a gym and we can get an event going, and it's as easy as picking up a phone. I mean, not a lot of people can do that, right? So picking up a phone and it goes down, right? So something came across my DMs. That means a couple people had been hitting me up. And this is a lot to do with YouTube Yarda, right? This is two individuals right here who I just subscribed to Chill recently. And but that's on the backup channel, not on Chicano Tube. You guys really serio pedo right here on Chicano Tube. You know what I listen to? I mean, first of all, like a lot of preaching, right? Christian preaching. Second of all, I listen to a lot of health, a lot of biological health podcasts, etc. Right? Maybe other things, health. I'm trying to learn something. Documentaries. I'm not just trying to watch any old pendejada and lose brain cells. I think time's too valuable. Every heartbeat I have is a heartbeat closer to me not being here, and I'm going to spend my time wisely. The YouTube Yarda is very entertaining. Vatos talking about vatos, which I'm guilty of. I'm not putting anyone in a basket or anything like that, right? I've gone into my own few guerras on YouTube and have come out, right, on top every time, right? Anyways, no, puro pedo, puro pedo. So the Chill, I subscribe to on the backup channel. Why? Because I believe not only is he a chill dude, but he's someone I don't have to question like if he has a filter or a motive behind what he says. I believe Chill is a dude that's straightforward and to the point, right? I know that Bud Light, he did some of the most embarrassing shit ever in the world on the internet, which is a grown ass man act like a teenager. That's about some of the most embarrassing I've ever seen, right? And started throwing things out there like he's only been here and he's in all this other tough guy talk. That is the most embarrassing thing. That if I ever do that, go ahead and I'll close the channel down and go chill at the pool. How about that? And I'll watch you guys from the sidelines. How about that? It's embarrassing, it's embarrassing. So Chill, I like him. He's to the point. He called out bullshit, especially called him out when Raskizi passed away, and immediately they put out stuff on Raskizi. And they had to retract it because the family got a hold of him. It's just really embarrassing that some people, interact with certain people on the internet, but to each his own. Again, if this is entertainment to you, have a blast, cabron. And hopefully it's not boring as hell, right? Because I don't got a second to waste. And then the other individual runner. So people are supposing that this pelea, right? Some people reached out to me. I got a phone call as well, and they want me to put this pelea to happen. So the big question comes to Mikey is, should I even entertain it, right? I'll get to that in the end. Should I entertain it? Let me go ahead and keep giving some backstory. So Chill again is Chill. Never met him. To be honest, ni sé dónde es el cabrón. I don't even know de dónde es también. And then, of course, the runner. Everyone knows the runner already, right? Because he's a micro machine, loudmouth individual that got a green light. Anywhere they go, they whoop his ass. He's done 10 videos about getting jumped in the last couple of years. Probably been jumped 10, 20 times. And that's probably going to be the rest of his life, is just getting jumped and and his fucking nalgas out and his calzones dropped to his ankles, right? On the internet. But aside that, now some people will be like, oh, that's fucked up, Mikey. You just dissed him like 10 times. Well, he burned me for 10 racks. He burned me for 10 G's. So if I could just keep it business with myself, right? Keep it real with myself, the business is something we do gotta address. Unless you're the kind of pendejo that burns someone, right? And then you want to try kicking it with them, or you want to be cool with them. I don't know how that works out for you, but this Baboso burned me for 10 racks and basically just defaulted on an agreement. And I don't want to keep going down that road. Aside that, again, his stories, he was cool for a year, I think. Maybe he was cool for a couple months. And then everyone wanted to abandon ship. I'm just so glad I wasn't like one of these pendejos that all of a sudden they're all up with him in Airbnbs. They're hanging out with them. They invite him over to their house. They take photos with them. At least I'm not one of those babosos. I will tell you that, right? So these two individuals get into it. It's all palabras, it's all views, it's all clicks. It's like, a salchicha party where just vatos or dudes are talking about dudes and stuff like that. And it's kind of crazy because even the beautiful, smoking, sexy hot wife says, man, sometimes the dudes can be worser. They can be worser que las mujeres, man. And it's like, okay, well, when you see a dude just have a channel and every single video is about a sausage, a sausage, a sausage, a sausage, then it's kind of like, I don't know. You put two and two together, okay? Some people maybe roll like that, man. Maybe that's what they like, right? Um, so anyways, that pretty much sums up the Runners channel too. Um, they get into it. It's likes, views, and clicks. The runner already knows the program. He was pretty good at in the beginning at running numbers and all of that, right? When he was trying to act like he's the Mr. Big Shot, right? Um, and so he knows how to work it, right? Get people to react, get people to say shit, get people to jump in there, talk shit, stir the pot, do all this, right? Crazy thumbs, crazy captions, crazy clickbait, which I actually take offensive. I'm like, shit, man. You made me click on the pinchy video and you didn't even talk about what the hell the title of it is. I'm not a baboso. I'm not gonna do that twice. That's like looking for something, you don't find it, and then you go back to the same pinchy spot that you were looking for it at, expecting a different result when nothing's changed. So don't waste my time. That's an easy unsubscribe right there, right? Anyways, so um someone reached out to me. I got a phone call from someone on the YouTube Yarda. Good intentions, good individual. What I mean by good is respectful all the time. What I also mean is a family man. What I also mean is someone that cares about his community. That's what I value. Anything else that you value, go. You might want to check yourself on that, because the only status you should be concerned with is the status of you within your family and the status with you as a pinchy human being inside of your community, or if you're doing anything. If not, then you're just on a crash course of destruction. Well, shit, that don't hit no one as you fucking barrel forward in your crash course to destruction, right? Which a lot of us were as being youngsters, right? And some of these old ass viejos on the internet still act like that, right? It's a trip, right? Some of the things I've seen, I'm like, man, it blows me away, right? These guys, right? I'm all blasted up. Um, would I do the fight with the runner? Look, listen, gente. I would do the fight because I believe people want to see him, and I wouldn't disrespect him throughout the camp. It would be something beneficial to both of us. And it would be something beneficial over to the people that want to be entertained on this internet. If all the people if all the people stepped up to the plate as far as all the checks that they've written with their mouth, and the internet has receipts about it. I mean, Chemo's Flicks has over 500 hours of receipts of people writing checks with their mouth on this internet. Okay. And Kimo, shout out to him. He's the only one that could put a new spin on something all the time. All the time. Count on 500 hours of receipts. All right. We would have been had 10, 20, 30 fades for everyone to enjoy. Instead, I go ahead and put 4 or 5 fights out there. You know what I mean? I would like to do more, but obviously I'm in reality more than anything. I'm trying to retire by 50 and let my kids, well, my kids are already, going to eat off my cheddar, but trying to teach them right, and then in the golden years, well, I'm just going to be traveling and I'll bring you guys along, right? Um, so that's why I don't do more, like 2 or 3 a year, right? But it's still LLC and we still got everything up and going, right? It's just we're gonna do it the way we're gonna do it, right? Mexican Independence Day, tap in. Si tienen los huevos, we'll tap in. Show the people. Don't just talk about it. Show the people. Or else you really will look like a pendejo, especially talking about Mikey. You look like the biggest pendejo. You know what I mean? Talking about me because I'm going to immediately say, where, when, can we do it right as close to you as possible? I'll hand it to you on a silver platter. How about you invite whoever you want, 1,000 of your homies? We'll have whoever you want to rap and sing, the ring girl that you want. Bring all your homies. Bring 10,000 homies. Bring whoever you want, as long as I get a fair one. That's what I'm going to say every time. And guess what's going to happen? You guessed it right. Nothing. All right. So, anyways, would I still do it in a business sense? I would. It would be beneficial to everyone. Who do I got now? Who do I think, if Runner were to run it with Chill, would catch the W? And who would walk away with like a pendejo and go put their head in an ostrich hole because they lost it because they had no hands? They talk about having hands. You can act how you want and come. We've already seen it on the internet. The biggest tough guys, the most intimidating pendejos can't fight for shit. They should be thanking Dios that there's armaduras and other kind of juguetes, because with their hands they can't do shit. And a lot of people, they know how to lift weights, but lifting weights is only muscle. It's counterintuitive to learning how to fight. But again, people are gonna strength train. Hey, you strength train all you want. Just don't strength train till your jaw gets knocked off, and then you want to learn how to fight. And you'll be like, damn, I should have learned how to fight instead of a strength train. But anyways, who do I think would take it? I got Chill. I got Chill versus the Runner all day long to completely go in there and annihilate him, smash and run right through the Runner like a steamroller locomotive. Just run him over, because everyone's already seen on the internet the Runner has absolutely zero hands. The handless man no tiene. Look, it's like this. There's no hands. There's just aquí hasta el ankle. I mean, to the wrist. There's no hands. I don't care what he wants. There's plenty on the internet. Oh man, come on. Do I even have to say that? There's plenty on the internet for the people to go and see. Then don't believe me then. Don't believe me. All right, you guys. But anyways, I got the phone call and I would put it together. Absolutely, I would. We don't need to name names. We're not blasting people out there, but I can do it. We already know the Runner's in Oregon, so he's gonna want to probably maybe, do something convenient for him. Cross over, do it in Butte County or something like. I don't even know where Chill's at. Again, if it's not beneficial to me, why the fuck am I going to do it for? Why do I got to travel and go here and there? I take all the risks. Why I got to take all the liabilities of this shit? The Runner has one pull up and one pull out. Chill, zero. I don't know. If the people want to see it, then tell them directly to message me and I'll put it together for the people. All right, gente, to the next episode. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.